Now, I'm a big fan of open world RPGs with lots of character customization, classes with a wide range of playstyles, and side quests galore that give me a reason to sink 100 or so hours into a game. Let's be honest, video games are expensive, and I don't want to spend $70 on a game to only get 5 or 6 hours of enjoyment out of it. That's probably why I've spent so much time playing games like Skyrim, The Witcher 3, Elden Ring, and so on and so forth. But there were two games that came out during the time where Bethesda released Skyrim, then re-released the same game a dozen times instead of giving us Elder Scrolls 6. They got missed by a lot of people, and they shouldn't have. The two games that I'm talking about are Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning and Dragon's Dogma. Today we're going to focus on Dragon's Dogma, but I'm going to talk about Kingdoms of Amalur on another day because it was a good game, and in a lot of ways it was better than Skyrim. I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad by saying that, but it is what it is. In Dragon's Dogma, you play as a character called the Arisen, who after having a run-in with the dragon Grigori, goes on a quest to hunt down the beast. That's where you get to explore a world of monsters and magic that's not all that original. Dragons, griffins, chimera, cyclops, and so on and so forth are all things that you've seen in countless stories, and you can expect to see a lot of them here too. If swords and sorcery type worlds are your thing, you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of the experience. There are lots of side quests and places to explore, most of which you can do while taking care of the main mission and hunting the dragon. The world is big, and one thing it does suffer from is a lack of some type of mount to help you travel faster. The fast travel system exists, but you have to set up these things called port crystals in specific strategic locations to make use of the item called fairy stones to help you bounce back and forth between places at a decent speed. Now, where the game really shines is the combat. Depending on the class you choose, you'll either be fighting fast with daggers, casting spells with a staff, or poking holes in enemies with a sword. There are hybrid classes too, like a magic archer that fights with daggers and a bow that shoots heat-seeking energy arrows while you somersault around making things explode with your knives. And your teammates, the pawns, fight independent of you with AI that's actually good. They'll grab enemies and hold them for you to cut down, pick up explosive barrels and throw them at people, and they're all around useful in the very fast-paced combat. My only gripe was that there should have been some way to lock on to the enemies to keep the camera from bouncing all over the place. Now all of that is great, but the best part to me are the boss fights. They really feel like epic encounters. Some of them take you across vast landscapes and have you fighting for literally half an hour just to bring down one major enemy, but you never actually get bored because the fight keeps you engaged, especially since if you stop paying attention, you'll die. It all feels like encounters that deserve the title of boss, so when you win, if you win, you feel like you've accomplished something. All in all, it's a game that people shouldn't have missed, and with the announcement of Part 2 being in the works, I figured I should let you guys know exactly why some people were so excited to hear that news. I was obviously one of those people, even though I pretty much knew it was coming after they came out with the short Netflix series, which honestly I'm not sure if it's still there because Netflix has been doing a lot of weird stuff, but if it is, you should watch it because it's actually not bad. The game was originally on PS3, but they did a re-release on PS4 complete with the Dark Arisen expansion, which makes it pretty easy for you guys to get your hands on it. Anyway, I've been playing the game a lot and I decided to sit and talk about it for a second, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Donate so I can keep making content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.